Across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. This the scene just before we came on air. This New York crowd fired up by the arrival of their G-men as they burst from the locker room. They're ready to go as the Giants get set to match up with the Carolina Panthers. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away, and we are underway from MetLife Stadium. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. An excellent run there coming from out wide.
And we used to consider these jet sweeps to be gadget plays or something a little bit unusual, right? But now most teams have some version of this play in their playbook. And I think it's a lot because of the receivers that are being developed nowadays. These guys look like running backs even though they're playing out on the perimeter.
A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
They try to run on first down, but this defense says no dice. They stop him a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 12, Burrow. He's got his tight end. It's Tommy Tremble. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 30.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already into field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in third in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big play.
And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. 24 yards. And the Panthers are on the board here first in the season opener. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. They'll run for the first time with Saquon Barkley. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Off the play fake, McCormick. He finds his man, complete. That's Jacobs. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And already down 7-0 after the touchdown a minute ago, so a 3-and-out here would not be ideal for them. Nice job finding his receiver there, and they get the first down.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. J.C. Horn up to make the tackle.
Well, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there. And he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
Off play action. McCormick. He finds his man, complete. That's Jacobs. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 39.
Partner, he got the DB on his horse on that play. He certainly sold like it was going to be a deep route before breaking it back on the comeback towards the sideline.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Here's a give to Barkley, and he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. That one, a first down pickup of 8. From the gun, McCormick. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Amani Hooker. He's at the 40, 20, 10, and he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick 6, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski. That's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
On 1st and 10, McCormick to Barkley on the check down. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That catch good for only a couple. To throw on 2nd down, McCormick. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there.
That is one heck of a catch right there. Got his eye on it the whole way and able to make the grab one-handed. Very nicely done, and for a nice chunk of yardage, too.
On 1st down, Barkley. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. 13-0 is the score after 1 on EA Sports. 13 yards remaining on 2nd down.
Set the tone, defense. Let's go. Mike's 49. Watch the run.
Operating from the gun, McCormick. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
49 the mic.
Back to throw. McCormick going deep downfield for Ross. And this one is incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
And he hits the upright, but it caroms in anyway. Boy, plenty of distance there as he banks it in. And they will indeed get on the board here, but still trailing. It's now 13-3. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there. And it's 2nd down.
Well, it's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. Hubbard has the 1st down and then some. And he'll take it to the 43-yard line.
Pardon, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the 1st down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
And he's got the hook up to Moore. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. And he'll give it here to his running back. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Here we go.
Burrow on play action. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Nowadays, quarterbacks don't mind throwing into coverage because of the confidence they have in their receivers to come down with the ball. But sometimes you have to be careful you don't get too confident and throw an interception.
They go play action with Burrow. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick it down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
But that was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Lots of praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. Escaping the pressure right. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. This will wind up a loss on the play. And that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal. Now it's Burrow. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Tommy Trimble there to make the grab. And the Panthers are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away.
Ain't doing nothing.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And the Panthers are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Good starting position for the Panthers as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. Play action. It's Burrow. He's going to look deep for more. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And the Giants are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it.
Oh, it don't matter. It don't matter.
And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. Gonzalez now to add the extra point. And the lead is now 24. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down. From the gun, McCormick. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. With nowhere to throw it, decided to scramble, and a nice job, CD. Got the yardage that he needed.
Yeah, and his teammates are certainly going to appreciate that effort, even if his coaches don't, because they would have wanted him to slide and protect himself. But he chose team gain over personal protection.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
On 1st down, McCormick. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 45-yard line. Again, he'll drop to throw. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 32-yard line. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Took nearly the entire first half, but a first red zone opportunity for him here. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. Going right side, he finds Slayton. And the Giants are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick six just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
And he is in. Touchdown, New York. The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Giants get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Tucker with the extra point, and that'll cut this to a 17-point spread. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. Taking a shot here for Marshall. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
Here we go.
On 3rd down, Burrow. That caught by Trimble. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Going to give this time to the tailback. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. And that's off the right upright, and it bounces away no good. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Here comes the return from the very back of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Operating from the gun, McCormick. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Kenneth Murray. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. And they go play action now. Burrow rolling to his right. There's Tremble, the tight end. And the Panthers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. A great effort there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Panthers use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And the lead is now 24. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Now this is going to be returned from the back line of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner.
And my goodness, another interception. Isaac Yedem picks it. And the Panthers are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. He's going to look deep for more. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield, but that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
That's to Marshall on the quick slant. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that. And that's what he did.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Here's the Panthers punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive.
And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That is knocked away and incomplete, but a penalty flag. In the backfield, this might be a roughing call. So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. After the penalty, they go with Barkley. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got to just pin their ears back and get after him now.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. McCormick. This is caught. That pass play good for 7, but it still brings up a 4th and goal.
Well, there certainly was a lot going on that play. Every option in the end zone covered. No place to go with the ball. Had to swing it out to the back. A good job running and getting him tackled in the open field.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. Back to throw. McCormick buying time to his left. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. It's their quarterback. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Giants' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. The Giant offense going to stay on the field as they'll go for 2. They'll give it to the fullback up the middle. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
so
well.
Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
He'll have a 1st down past the 40. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we could at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there. And they'll run on 1st down with Hubbard. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And now here's a carry heading left. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
On one, right?
And he'll give it here to his running back. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. And now they will throw it with Burrow. And he'll find his man on the out route. That's Marshall. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. 12 yards on back-to-back plays there, and that's another first down. They'll try to run this one in. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Only a yard on the gain there as time will run out on this 3rd quarter of play. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 2nd down and goal. Burrow. And it'll be caught in the end zone for the Carolina touchdown by DJ Moore. DJ Moore there to make the grab. And the Panthers are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and they open the lead up now to 25. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1, because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. These fans just kind of beside themselves right now. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
They'll roll him out right. And boy, another ill-advised throw there, as that will wind up incomplete. Well, I kind of got to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside there? And that's what you want to see from your quarterback. He's not giving up on this game, so every other player on the field has to say to himself, I can't give up either.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter, and find their way open.
They'll look to throw again. Flush to his right. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right, with this deficit. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Flushed out right. The ball comes out.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. Now Burrow. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he is going to have a Panthers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the fourth quarter.
And to give this time to the tailback. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces, and I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different no matter what you do in practice. You can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though.
Yeah.
Because you're...
And now here is another interception. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.